I did tell you to bundle up a little bit, and it did turn out to be...
It was hot.
Oh, really? Too hot for you?
That's what I said. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a word with Soumada in the morning.
Okay.
It was the sun, though.
Okay.
It was really, the sun was just like amazing, doing what it does. And so I was burning up. I was ready to go ahead. Gloves, a scarf, and a hat. I was sweating.
Well, you know, it's typically very cold in the morning.
Yeah.
And then, of course, after sunrise, things start to warm up, and we did pick up 60s. So you did bundle up. That's good.
I listened.
You did listen. And then when the afternoon came around, it was a little too warm for Brooke. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be looking forward to more 60s in the forecast. A really nice afternoon. And yes, a cold start to the morning. So bundle up in the early half of the day, and then you can go ahead and shred the layers later this afternoon, because we're looking at temperatures right around normal, if not slightly above normal, and we will pick up additional sunshine. This is a transition day because we're going to be transitioning back to some gusty and windy weather going into late Tuesday, and Wednesday is going to be the bulk of the winds. Moderate Santa Anas are expected to make a return. In the meantime, Southern California, yeah, I'll say a very fantastic afternoon. Maybe perhaps some high-level clouds will swing through the area. We are still watching the storm system that continues to hammer the northern tier of the state out towards the Pacific Northwest and high-elevation mountain snow. We're just going to be producing just nothing but sunshine, just for Brooke and Bob as well. Temperatures are expected to really increase, courtesy of the offshore flow. We'll call it windy, perhaps, for some of those vulnerable areas. Temperatures are set to soar back into summer-like conditions or spring-like weather, 70s, and all the way down the coast, we might pick up 70-degree temperature readings. And going into this weekend, just an off chance of a passing shower or two. We'll see if that pans out. Saturday afternoon into early Sunday, just a 10% opportunity of that taking place. And we're looking at temperatures near average right on Saturday, which is actually the first official start to the winter solstice. Mountain communities, 59 degrees. Winds will enhance going into the middle of the week. And temperatures across the desert, we go sunny to warmer. Traffic conditions.
We've got a batch of moisture here moving to parts of the south. 72 in Dallas if you're headed there. 51 in New York City. Look at how cold it is in Minneapolis. 38 degrees for that high temperature. 49 in Seattle. 55 in San Francisco. For us, we've got a chilly start. Most definitely, we've got a frost advisory in effect for some of our valley locations up towards Ventura County as well. We've got a wind advisory if you're traveling up to Santa Barbara with those wind gusts near 40 to 50 miles an hour. And then heads up, we do have a fire weather watch for what we were watching even last week. The Santa Ana winds will be back, not quite as strong as what we saw earlier last week, but it is going to be quite gusty. And of course, it will dry things out further, and it will give us those gusty winds below the canyons and passes, particularly strengthening our fire danger, or heightening our fire danger as we move to midweek. If you're headed to the beach, 2 to 4 feet for Ventura County, LA beaches, 1 to 3 for Orange County and San Diego. Here's a quick look at our 7-day forecast. As we look for a warming trend, even today, it'll be warmer than the average. We'll get to those 70s and 80s as we get to midweek and into Thursday. It's going to feel a little bit more like summer in the afternoons, and then we'll cool it down just in time for the start of the winter season officially on Saturday with that winter solstice. 59 sunny up in Big Bear, 67 in the high desert, so that's 75 today in Palm Springs. Oh, I'm so glad you got to go out there. Yeah, well, the weather cooperated too. You looked nice, you guys. We had some chilly temperatures in the morning, definitely, but it looked like it warmed up nicely through the parade. All right, let's talk about our weather. Maybe you are traveling this morning. We do have some wet weather pushing into parts of the south. 51 in Chicago, up in the upper Midwest. We've got some snowy conditions here. 38 degrees in Minneapolis for that high. 51 in New York City. 72 in Dallas. Miami, the warm spot with that 80 degrees. And then we've got some wet weather to our northern part of our state. Again, getting all of the energy from this area of low pressure we're watching along with the Pacific Northwest. 49 in Seattle if you're headed there. There's that storm system that I'm talking about spinning, and then the extending cold front moving into parts of Northern California and the Bay Area. High pressure will keep us nice and dry. In fact, that high will strengthen as we get to tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it's keeping us dry through the extended outlook so far as the next 7 days, at least, that we can see. Our month so far has been dry, unfortunately, when we would get typically quite a bit of rain now, almost 2.5 inches for the entire month, and so far we've gotten 0. 14/100th is our total for the season thus far, and our deficit is growing over 2 inches below seasonal average. And the last time it rained here wasn't much. It was back on November 26th, and we got just 2/100th of an inch of rain. Looking ahead, maybe Christmas. We'll wait and see. There's some models that are pointing to about a 10% chance this weekend. I don't think that'll materialize, but I just had to mention it it just in case you do get some drizzle on Saturday into Sunday. Otherwise, it should stay dry. In fact, so dry, the National Weather Service is issuing that fire weather watch through portions, again, of Ventura County, particularly parts of the Santa Susana Mountains. The San Gabriel Mountains will be very dry with those winds combined, giving us that high fire danger. So that fire weather watch will continue to be in effect through Thursday. Breezy conditions through Santa Barbara if you're traveling there today with those wind gusts nearing 50 miles an hour. So be careful if you've got a high-profile vehicle. 2 to 4 feet, Ventura County, LA beaches, 1 to 3, Orange County, San Diego. Just a quick look at our 7-day forecast here as we stay in the 60s and low 70s. But look what returns midweek. 70s and 80s, going to feel a little bit more like summer. And then it'll cool off slightly as we get to the weekend with that start to winter officially on Saturday. Just a quick look at our mountains desert forecast here. Looking dry. I'll send it back to you.
You.